and thank you for joining me for today's math video. For math today, we're going to work on our daily math, some arrays, and some mashups. We're going to have a good time, so let's get started. All right, so let's get to the worksheet view here. It's a little different. I don't have my Harry Potter books. I'm using something else, and I can't angle it quite the same way, so I apologize that my David Walliams box set is a little distracting, but we will make it work. Okay. So we're going to do this patterning and algebra for Monday. And the first thing it asks us to do is to find the missing number. So let's do that. So let's look at the pattern. 16, 24, 32, something, 48, 56, 64. Every time it's plus 8. So I'm going to ask you to find the next number. You're going to add 8 to find the next number. Okay, so try and find the next number by using add 8 is our pattern, increasing by 8. Number 2, which number sentence has the same quotient? That's the answer in a division question. Has the same quotient as 50 divided by 5. Well, 50 divided by 5 is 10. Okay, so we'll look. We should 80 divided by 8, that's also 10. 60 divided by 10 is 6. It's not that one. 40 divided by 10 is 4. So 80 divided by 8 also has the quotient of 10. Okay, that's just the answer in division. Number 3, what is the missing number? 8 times something equals 80. Okay, well, we just practiced doing multiplying by 10. Anytime you want to find the answer, the product, when you're multiplying by 10, you just add a 0 to the number. So 8 times 10 is 80. Number 3, complete the table, multiply by 2. So input is 6. I'm going to do the first one, and then I'm going to explain how to do the other ones, but you are going to do them yourself. So double input is 6. You go times 2 is 12. So each of these, imagine it says, when you see input output, it tells you the rule. So 10 times 2, 3 times 2. You're going to figure that out. Double the numbers when you're multiplying by 2. Gina collects stamps. She got 123 stamps in the first month, 43 stamps in the second month, and 91 stamps in the third month. Estimate the total number of stamps. Show your work. Okay, so first we're going to estimate, and then we're going to add the total. So I'm going to estimate. All right, I have about 120, and I'm looking here. Okay, that's about 100, right? So those two together, it's about 100. It's 10 less than 100. So 120 plus 90. Okay, so 120 plus 100 is 220. Take 10 away because we're working with 90. So let's go. It's about 110, and then I have 50 more or 40 more. I'm going to do 40 more. So it's about, 210. It's about 250 is my estimate. So it's asking me to show the work for my estimate. So I could say I'm going to go 120 about, because it's just picking about. I'm going to use a strategy called front-end rounding, where I just add my hundreds and my tens. And then I'm going to go and 90, and that's about 210. And then I'm going to go plus 40 more, 250. Okay, that's my thinking. You might have a different strategy. 250 is a low estimate because I still have all these other numbers. So to add these all together, we could just, add them, stack them. So 123, 43, and 91. So 123, 43, and 91. Now we add them all together. 3 plus 3 is 6. 1 more is 7. Now we add our tens. 2 tens plus 4 tens is 60. 60 plus 90 is 150. So I make I have 100, so that goes in the hundreds column, and then I have 200s. 257. So the actual total is 257. All right, on to the next one, the mashup. So I'm going to do one mashup with you, and then I am going to ask you to solve the other two on your own, okay? So looking here, I always look for the double. Okay, I know this double is 10. Well, what double equals 10? 5 and 5 equal 10. So now I can go through and I can put 5s here, and it can help me start to realize the answer, to figure out the answer for all my mysteries. So something plus 5 is 8. So I can start at 5 and count up to 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so the rainbow is 3, because 3 plus 5 is 8. Now, flower pot plus 3 is 4. Well, it has to be 1 then. 1 plus 3 is 4. Now my final answer, I go 5 plus flower pot, sun plus flower pot is 6. Now, I want you to move on to these other two. They have some subtraction in them, but I think you can do it. Just watch the subtraction sign. Start with the double. Find the double, that's your key. Start with the double and work from there, okay? I will post my answer on Teams at the end of the day today, but not until the end of the day because I want you guys to try it. So it'll be on the math team, the math channel on Teams by the end of the day. Just gonna make a note to actually put it up there. Okay. I'll be there at the end of the day, but I want you to try it on your own. So now we have 2 questions. 2 word questions. Mrs. Slattery walked 850 steps around the school in a day. Mrs. Oakes walked 650. How many more steps did Mrs. Slattery take than Mrs. Oakes? So when it says how many more, that's a subtraction problem. So I would go 850, and I'm going to subtract 650. And I'm going to let you guys do that. I feel like you can figure that one out on your own, but it is a subtraction. Now the second one apple tree had 47 blossoms. The other one had 95. How many blossoms were there all together? So when you hear all together, it's usually a sign that is an addition question. So let's go 95 plus 47. Okay, 95 plus 47, and that is 95 plus 47, and that will give you your total. Okay, I'm gonna move on to, okay, now for this part here, you're gonna be practicing your multiplication facts for each of the following facts today. And I said fact families, that's a little confusing. Each of the following groups. So we have our 2s, and the rules for 2 is double. So 2 times anything is double the number. 2 times 2, we'll just double 2, 4. 2 times 6, double 6, 12. 2 times 9, double 9, 18. Okay? So you can count by 2s, or you can use double as your strategy for that. For 3s, 3 times questions. Okay, well, let me think. Okay, 3, you can either do count by 3s. So your strategy could be, I'm going to write it here, count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. You could write out all your 3s to help you. If you're still not able to count by 3s, easy is just write the 3s out. So write out 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, and I went off the page for you guys, but I've done this before. We practice counting by 3s. You can also do double plus 1 more group. So 3 times 4, double 4 is 8, and I add 1 more group of 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Double 5, actually I'm going to do double 7. Double 7 is 14. If I have 1 more group of 7, so 14 plus 7 is 21. All right, so you can either do 3 groups, so you can go double plus 1 more group, and not just 1 more, but 1 more group, one of these. So 3 times 2, double 2 is 4, and 1 more group is 6, because you had 2 more, 2, 4. Okay, now for 4 times, remember we practiced double the double. We practice this strategy. Oh, double the double. We practice this strategy, but I'm going to do a couple with you. Now, I want you guys, you're going to figure this out on your own, and then you're going to practice your facts. So double the double, okay, double 7 is 14. Double 14 is 28. Double 9 is 18. Double 18 is 32. Or sorry, 36. Mrs. Oaks. 36, not 32. But double 32 is this one. Double 8 is 16. Double 16 is 32. Okay, so 28, 32, 36. And they're all increasing by 4. You could start at 4 and just plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, add 4s. It's just counting by 4, which is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. So you can write out counting by 4s, counting by 3s, counting by 2s, or you can use the strategies I've given you. Double for 2 times, double plus 1 more for 3 times, and double the double for 4 times. So work on those, figure out all your facts, and then practice them, please. Then you're going to pick 3 multiplication facts above, draw an array, and list all the possible number sentences that can go with your fact. I am going to do an example, but this is not a new activity, so I think you can figure it out. So it's asking me, double, I'm going to do 3 times 5. So my fact is 3 times 5, and I'm going to do double plus 1 more group. So double 5 is 10, 1 more group of 5 is 15. Or I could have counted by 3s. 5 times 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. All right, the array. I'm going to draw my array. I'm just going to draw happy little X's because my arrays have to be in straight lines. And my arrays need to be neat. And X's are the easiest thing to make neat. So I've got 4 and 5. So there's my array, and then I'm going to write my facts. So I could write 3 times 5 is 15 to start, because that's a good way to start. And then I could go 5 times 3 is 15. I want to do my multiplication or my division. I start with my product from multiplication, and I put divide by 3 is 5, and 15 divide by 5 is 3. I could also do repeated addition. 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15, or 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 15. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing for 3 different facts. So you're going to pick any 3 facts you want, and you're going to work through them doing the fact, the array, and the related equations. All right, that is it for your math today. Remember, I will post the solution to our mashup math onto our onto Teams by the end of the day today, okay? Not before that, because I want you to try it on your own. Have a wonderful day. There you go. That's today's math. Thank you for joining me. Remember, I'm here on Teams if you have any questions. Have a beautiful day.